fall in love in a city that loved us too. I was going to earn good money and live deliberately. I was going to be the kind of person who buys a scarf just because it's the good kind of blue. Babies were never part of it. A few parts after the first email, Tito Talagat sent another email asking me to tell my husband to call him. It was urgent. This time, he addressed me by my first name. My husband had done something. I could tell by the tone, and his lover was angry. I started typing an email asking him to leave us alone, but deleted it. A part of me admired Tito Talagat's audacity. I considered embracing the new role of an intermediary between my husband and his lover. Something was finally happening, and I was part of it, right in the middle. Nairobi no longer seemed unbearable. I don't remember what we did the evening of the second email after my husband returned from work. There might have been a candle burning somewhere. He must have been home when I received the email. And there might have been the sound of him playing chess on his computer. But what I recall is that after this second email from Tito, I started wanting the baby more. Each time my husband was inside me, I prayed. Fill me up, dear God, fill me up. There are times during sex when I could feel my belly swelling up. I could feel the baby forming. But as soon as he collapsed on the side and I went to the bathroom, I'd pass gas and the feeling would be gone. I'd sit on the toilet wondering if I should tell him that I knew about Tito Talagat, his lover. Then I'd decide against it. If I was going to lose my husband, I wanted this secret between us to remain. Fill me up, dear God, I prayed again and again. Dear God, fill me up, make me whole. For weeks, Tito Talagat didn't write. At some point, everything my husband did irritated me. I hated how easily he fell in and out of sleep. I hated how he spoke everything twice, repeating for emphasis. Then he started taking longer in the bathroom. I'd wake up in the middle of the night and notice the light. I'd imagine him disappearing into the toilet gurk through the pipes. Then I'd panic and knock to check if he was still there. I forget the time of day, but it was a sunless day in July when I started thinking of leaving my husband. It had been 3 months since the first email from Tito Talagat. Each morning and in the evening before I went to sleep, I refreshed my inbox, but there was nothing from Tito Talagat. The silence from my husband's lover was unbearable. The first time I packed my bags to leave, there was a faint image of my mother in her bedroom, her bags in the bed she shared with my father. My mother who never knew how to stay. I unpacked as fast as I could. After, there was that constant fear that my husband would wake up one day and take away my secret. He would finally tell me about Tito Talagat, his lover, and that he was in love with his lover. There was a pressing need to know when things had turned around for us. Was it an argument in the bus from Kilifi? Was it that night we argued about a food blogger whose name we can't actually recall? There's a time in our first week of marriage when, as we walked along Moi Avenue, I let go of his hand for a couple behind us to leave. He was livid. Don't ever do that again, he said. Was that the moment? Was it the moment when things changed? Or was it a moment so brief, so forgettable that none of us noticed? I wanted to find the pieces and arrange them until they fit into each other like parts of a corner. On the last night, my husband's hands were rough on me. There was something very final about this moment. My husband pulled my face to him and kissed me gently and then harder. He turned me over and watched us in the mirror. Once again, we were at the brink of animals. Do you like that? He asked. I said nothing. His untrimmed nails were inside me, tearing my walls. It hurt like hell. I stopped it. When he stopped, I asked him to do it again. I wanted him to grab my throat and might have taken his hand and forced it. That night, for the first time, I saw my husband. I saw myself. I saw us in our most human, unadorned. There was something in us, a silence, something undiscovered that would remain there, buried underneath. In the Dictionary of Obscure Sorrows, there's a word for this final moment. Okay, that's the end. That's the end of the story.